said maybe we should talk less. It's more than not at all. I'm not saying I don't want this, I'm just terrified is all. Well, if it were up to me, we'd be, but darling, it's your call. So I guess that we should talk less. It's more than not at all.
Voy a cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue y la casa de la bachata. Voy a cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue y la casa de la bachata. La casa del merengue, y la casa de la bachata.
Act natural. Is it? Way to act natural, bro. 메트리스 이거 그런데였다. 한번 알았다 다른데.
tung 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 tung